It's been a long time coming, and to a lot of people they couldn't have cared less, as it seemed BlackBerry had completely dropped off the smartphone scene and wouldn't stand a fighting chance in the current market for its usual style of devices. But the Z10 is the culmination of years of experience in the mobile game, coupled with time to observe and expand on the current OS ecosystems to create a totally new mobile experience. It's hard to say at this point whether BlackBerry's approach this time will see consumers buying back in, but at least they made cool design choices with the punchy colour tones contrasting a sleek black box, right? Better unbox it and see what we get inside. Reefing off the covers with overdue anticipation, the Z10 is sitting waiting to be played with. If the front face looks really sleek and fresh for a BlackBerry device, and then at the same time oddly familiar, then you're in my boat. I'm drawing strong comparisons to the iPhone 5, but I'm referring to its rear panel and then inversing it. And even a little bit like the HTC One, where you see glass panel reaching the full width of the device and capped top and bottom by contrasting matte black bands of identical proportions. But I love it. Clean, simple and original for BlackBerry. The sides continue the matte black plastic and it feels really nice, looks streamlined and houses the micro USB and yes, a micro HDMI port. Volume rockers with a function button between them are on the left hand side and the headphone jack and unlock button centrally located at the top of the Z10. The phone's pretty blocky besides the corners which host identical roundings to Apple's efforts, but it's nice and thin at just 9mm. It's not overbearing in hand so far, and this is thanks to the simple shape which is ergonomically fairly pleasing and sticking with the reasonably sized 4.2-inch TFT display with a very nice 355 ppi pixel density. The rear panel with its golf ball dimples isn't for greater flight time, but gives some grip where the plastic used on the rest of the device would have made this phone super slippery. It's removable and exposes the replaceable 1800 mAh battery, micro SIM slot and micro SD card slot to bolster the 16GB of onboard memory by another 32. Getting back to the Z10 in a minute, you will be getting the must-read Start Here featurette that gives you a quick overview for using the new OS along with the hardware, and for some this device will be a major learning curve. Also included is the product safety and information guide, advertisement for Qualcomm, BlackBerry headphones, a micro USB charging cable, and the AC power adapter, which I loved because it isn't awkwardly offset in a way that means I have to prioritize my electrical power supplies on the power board. It's a very small win, yes, but a win nonetheless. The rest of the Z10 specs are reasonable for a device that should have shipped a lot earlier than it actually did. Sporting NFC, LTE and Bluetooth 4.0, data speeds and connectivity should be great. The main camera is 8 megapixels with an f2.2 lens and LED flash producing 1080p video at 30 frames per second, and the front facing camera is 2 megapixels capable of 720p video at 30 frames per second, situated next to a notification light. The OS will be driven by the Qualcomm Snapdragon dual-core 1.5GHz CPU, Adreno 225 GPU and 2GB of RAM. By Android standards for a top-tier device, this is lacking, but it isn't driving Android, but rather the newly refined and optimized BlackBerry XOS. With this comes a new way of using your smartphone. It's the fruition of what the playbook introduced with gesture-driven function and multitasking, and was something I found compelling and endearing about that device. I'm very keen and eager to delve deeper into this new OS and see what it has in store, and see how BlackBerry wants to define the mobile experience in this saturated market. And I'm sure you are too, so comment on what you would like to see, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I will get hard at work reviewing this bad boy and endeavour to give a concise run through of the new BlackBerry 10 experience. I'm Kurt and this is KABOOtech. Stick around for more.